After these 3 sessions, they told me they could no longer help me. If I wanted more hours in treatment, I would need to get on another waiting list for a different institution that specialized in EMDR. I didn't want to go through that again. During the 3 months in which I had undergone treatment, I had been working on my master's thesis. Since I would be graduating shortly after, I had to find a full-time job to support myself. I didn't want to spend the time and energy to relive my past again in order to get fully better. Furthermore, I thought I simply might not be able to get rid of what remained of my trauma. I thought that, maybe, occasional flashbacks were just something that couldn't be fully cured. I later learned that this is not the case. A single traumatic event, no matter how bad it was, is perfectly treatable, with the help of EMDR administered by a certified psychologist. Once again, I decided to suppress the remainder of my symptoms. I feel bad for some of the people whom I was close to at the time. Around the end of 2018, I started dating my now ex-girlfriend Dana. My EMDR trajectory lasted from September 2019 until December 2019. I stayed together with Dana until the summer of 2020. Granted, things would never have worked between us, even if I hadn't been mentally ill. We were simply not compatible. Nonetheless, my PTSD drove her crazy as well. From the second half of 2018 until the start of 2020, I was never happy or relaxed. I was always anxious, nervous or otherwise stressed out. This is because I had not gotten enough hours in therapy to process my trauma fully. Dana took it really personally. She felt as though I did not appreciate her enough to be happy around her. She often wondered if I was actually a straight woman trying to force herself to date women, due to a fear of men. This is not true. As I explained earlier, I had always been attracted to women, and had started dating and sleeping with several women, long before I was sexually assaulted. Eventually, she came to the conclusion that the problems we were dealing with as a couple were too much to deal with. We decided to break up. I had still not gotten over my PTSD. It was as though, in 2018, a wound had been opened, and gotten viciously infected afterwards, due to a lack of proper treatment. Every day, I experienced that stressed out, agitated feeling you wake up with when you've just had a really bad nightmare. The difference was that it didn't last for a few minutes. I felt exhausted and irritated 24/7.